welcome to my channel, Liz Tamon. um if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for coming back and watch my videos. I really appreciate. I'm humbled. So today I thought I should do a video just to talk about how you can apply for your spouse visa in like if you are in Zambia and you want to relocate to Germany. You are married to a German man, and you don't know, you are like a little bit lost on what you need to go with, like when applying for a visa, for your spouse's visa. So I actually gathered some information on how I actually did it, and these are the things I'm gonna actually share about, so that someone out there who might be having a little bit of clueless, they might think of checking on this video, and this video might be of help. So like first of all, when you get married, you have to get your marriage certificate and take it to Home Affairs so they can actually verify and put a stamp on it. And also you need a birth certificate, and if you don't have a birth certificate, if you are actually in Lusaka, you can go to Kabendekela House, which is just nearby Kamwala. It's actually in town. You can go there and apply for a birth certificate. And for those outside Lusaka, I'm not too sure where you have to apply for that. So, and before you go to apply for your spouse's visa, you need to do the language, of which is not so hard. It's just the A1, which is A1, of which you need only 2 months to do this. It doesn't require so much, and it's not too much for you to think like, oh, headache and stuff like that, because they only need the basic stuff. So when you do your language, when you are done with your language, then you can go for the interview. So before you go for the interviews, you need to have at least get yourself a passport copy, get yourself as well like your husband's passport copy, get yourself also your, what else did I write anything here? Your original passport, spouse's birth certificate, you need that. And also you need to add as well, you need to get an application form, of which you need to fill in that all the requirements that will be needed. You need to fill in that. And also there is a question that someone asked me, if what takes long, what makes a person to have a later response from the embassy, of which I feel like when you're applying for a visa, you need to make sure that your husband has got at least a 30 quadrometer and for a place of stay. And also he needs to have at least, he needs to get paid at least 1,500 as his income, because he will go as well for the interviews, of which you need to go to the Ausländerbehörde. That's what they call it here in Germany, where you have to be, they will question him, and also you will need to give a signature to prove that he will actually take care of you. So sometimes you find that maybe a man is getting 1,000 euros. Sometimes it makes the embassy not to give you the visa, because maybe that 1,000 euro, they look at it to be too less for one, to cater for apartment, maybe to cater for the other unnecessary things that you might need as a wife as well. So you have to make sure, if your man is getting less than 1,500 euro, make sure that he add on top of that, he can get even a part-time job, just to make sure that you people push for your document. And once your documents are done, then you won't have to stress about that. And the other thing I feel like I can just, when you go for the interviews, normally they don't ask you so many questions, but you have to be prepared. Mainly they'll ask, like for me, they only ask me about my name in German language. They ask me to count 1 up to 10. They ask me also about where do I live in Germany. I answered that. And they also asked me like the colors, what color is the phone that I was holding, was I holding it for? I think it's a jacket. Yeah, they asked me the color of the clothes that I was putting on and stuff like that. Then once you are done with that, then they'll tell you you are done, and you're warm and dry. It's not too much. You don't need to be so scared, because you know when you are so scared to go for the interviews, it makes you like to lose focus, and you end up forgetting all the things that you have been putting in your head to say, I'll answer this and this and this. So that's the only thing I can just assure you. And the other thing, maybe they might as well ask you, if you, let me just say this, I'll just emphasize, if you just got married to your man, and maybe your man has never visited that Zambia before and only visited once, they might ask for the photos. Sometimes they ask this because I have friends who they asked about the photos for their marriage, just to show, to prove that definitely you knew each other and you did something like a big and stuff like that. And if you have never visited the country, like where your husband is living, they'll ask as well if you know the man very well. They'll ask if you know part of his family, and they just want to know if this like the marriage is not so fake, and they want to know exactly. So they'll ask you such questions. So you have to be so prepared to know a little bit more from your man's side, so that when they ask you, they'll ask you how you met. If you have met on the internet, you just have to be, you have to say the truth, and the truth will set you free. Like for me, I spoke the truth. I didn't want to like hide all this and this. I just spoke the truth. It was on the internet, but my man has been visiting like frequently in Zambia, and I had my passport, like the passport for my husband, of which it showed how many times he entered Zambia. So that way it also gives proof to show that the man has been visiting you so many times, unlike maybe it just comes just the time when you're getting married there and then he has never visited. They will question that so many. So this is the only thing maybe I can talk about. If there's anything that I've actually forgotten, I think you can drop a comment if you have any question. If there's anything that I'll need to add, I'll still add in the comment there. Please feel free. If you are in the process, feel free. You can check on me on Facebook or on my page Fun Time with Lizzie. Check on me on Instagram, Liz Tamon. You can find me. Come and ask questions as well. I'll be able to like answer those questions if I have time. You know, I'm a mother, I'm loaded with a lot of things, and I'm pregnant, so sometimes you find that I don't have time, but I try my level best to check on my inbox of people who have written down some questions whereby I can answer them. So thank you so much. Don't forget, please, if you are just new on my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Let's make this a channel grow. I love you all. Appreciate.